Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Oblyx here, coming at you today from Project Ozone Lite. How y'all doing today? So, last time we built that bad boy up in the sky. An 18 by 18 by 18 big old honking battery. Now, we got some more work to do on it. We just built the casing for it, and that is our Energized Induction matrix. Boy, aren't those some big words. And it just barely squeezes its old big tail up inside this tower right here. Which, by the way, is why I made the towers the size they are, was because I knew this guy was coming in here. So what we want to do today is build all the little parts that, well, need to fill the sucker up, because right now it can't do nothing, because there is nothing in it. So we need to work on that. But in order to do that, we have to make a material we've not made before. We need to make lithium dust. Now, we've made lithium, and we've made liquid lithium, but we've never made lithium dust. So, that is on the agenda for today. So, to make lithium, we need lithium. Surprise! Lithium begets lithium. So if we look up here, we've got liquid lithium in large quantities. Now remember, we're piping the water out from over here on that side and on this side. We've got 6 pumps on each side. 1 pump going into each one of these thermal evaporation towers. These thermal evaporation towers are turning the water into brine, and then sending the brine down to these thermal evaporation towers. So I've got one here and one here. So these 3 are turning water into brine and shoving the brine into here. These 3 are turning water into brine and putting the brine into here. So I've got brine there and brine there. Now these guys are turning brine into liquid lithium in large quantities. And it's coming out, it's that yellow chemical. It's coming out of this pipe here and going into this drum here. And you can see we have 65,536 buckets of liquid lithium. That's a lot of buckets. So I'm going to peel off right here and start working with it. Now you can see this guy is a rotary condensator. And what it's doing is taking the liquid lithium, we follow the path of the arrow. So it's receiving liquid lithium and spitting out gaseous lithium. So liquid lithium there, gaseous lithium there. And this is the same thing. It's doing the exact same thing, liquid lithium to lithium. And then we're shoving them up. We're shoving that up into these solar neutron activators to produce our tritium for our reactor. So I'm just gonna come off of this guy right here, and we're gonna produce some lithium. So I'm gonna need another rotary condensator, because to make lithium, remember, we need lithium, not liquid lithium. So we gotta turn liquid lithium into gaseous lithium, which is what this is. So we're gonna have to make a rotary condensator. Assuming we don't already have one. We should probably check, make sure we don't already have one in here somewhere. Ah, we do. Look at that. Nice. Love it when a plan comes together. We're going to need some universal cables. And we're going to need some pressurized tubes. And we're going to need some mechanical pipes. So the mechanical pipes will carry the liquid lithium. The universal cable will carry the power. Let's get the liquid lithium in here like so. And let's get this guy down. Now it looks like I think he places this way. Let's see if I'm right or not. Bingo, bango, bongo. Nailed it. Aced it. Can't be stopped. Except for this guy's full of ethylene. Right. I don't think these have a dump on them either. Maybe better suited just to make another one. Because I don't think this specific machine has... Hello. Falling out of the sky. Oh, it's set to rich mode. I don't think this particular machine has a dump. So... Luckily, they're not hard to make. So we're going to need a tank. Easy peasy. We're going to need a fluid tank. Easy peasy. We're going to need an energy tablet, which means we're going to need some alloy. So let's get some. We're going to need alloy and basic control circuits. Oops. Alloy. Let's just make 100. Because if you make one, you could make 100, right? And we've got 1,000 control circuits, so we should be good there. So let's go back and try our tablet again. There we go. Now, we should be able to make our rotary condensator. And we'll pop that guy in. Now, if we flip our order, because we want to take the liquid lithium and turn it into lithium, which it's doing. It's not doing it very quick because we don't have any upgrades in this guy yet. So let's get some upgrades. So first and foremost, I always like to do the energy upgrades, and we can do 8 of them. So there they are. Then we can do the speed upgrades. It can do 8 of them. There we go. And it can do 4 of the noise upgrades. So it'll be nice and quiet. So speed upgrades, we'll load those up. Or I'm sorry, energy upgrades. We'll load those up so it'll consume less power. Because, well, I mean, that bad boy's making boatloads of power, but you know why if we don't have to. Oops. No, I want you to take that one in. There we go. Now let's get the speed upgrades going. And as each one clocks in, we'll see these numbers climb up quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. Yeah, check it out. It's going like crazy times now. Whoop, done. Nice. Now let's put the be quiet upgrades in. You don't hear this machine because I have the machine volume turned off, but if we were to turn that on, you would hear it. So now we need to pop in one of these bad boys, which is going to make lithium. Now this is liquid lithium, this is our gaseous lithium, just like we did here. Now, we're back to checking out lithium, and we're going to need a chemical crystallizer. This guy right here. Now, he's a little tougher to make, but not bad. We're going to need 2 gas tanks this time around. So let's pull out our wireless crafting terminal and get 2 of these bad boys. And is that everything? Oop, what do we need in the middle? Probably a machine frame. Yep. Or casing, or whatever they want to call it. There we go. Now there is our crystallizer. Now he's going to need power as well. So we can come over this way again. And we can pop this guy down here. And I popped him down the absolute wrong direction, of course. So we're going to have to go this way. You can tell because he's got a little side and a big side. The big side's where the solid comes out. So we're piping in gas, and it's going to make solids out of that. And of course, you can take upgrades as well. So let's get those going. Because why wouldn't you? So we can do 8 of the energy. And we can do 8 of the speed. And we can do 4 of the be quiet. And there we go. So upgrade, we'll put in the energy first. Now this guy's producing a solid. We need to get that solid out. So to get it out, I want to take, empty out the old inventory here, and we'll use ultimate cable again. This time we're going to need ultimate logistical transporters, which transport items. And while we're here, let's go ahead and get a couple of, we'll just use dimensional transceivers. We've been using them everywhere else, might as well use them here too. Though this is mechanism, we could do a quantum entangloporter. We could do, you know, it is mechanism. Maybe we should stick to mechanism. What do you guys think? Let's give it a try. We did have problems with these over at Mirrusky's, if you remember. And normally I don't have problems with them, so normally they work pretty darn good. I think her base is cursed. Pretty sure that's a thing. So there's our logistical pipe. And now we're just going to pop this guy right there. And actually, let's get our configurator and configure for energy. Actually, I'm not going to even bother with energy. We'll pull energy out of one or other. We got to set a channel. So we're going to set a private channel, and we're going to do Oblyx Lithium. Set. Nice. Now we're going to go items on our configurator. And we're going to come up to the top and make sure that is on input, which it is. And that is on output. And there we go. Set it to output, and it sucked all those items in. So it's actually filled up the quantum entangloporter. Now the porter got power from here, which it doesn't really need. I guess it doesn't hurt. Let's make sure it's on the right setting. So let's go to energy. And that is input. So that is inputting power. So that'll work. So that network is getting power. So now we're turning liquid lithium into gaseous lithium, turning gaseous lithium into solid lithium, and plopping it into a quantum entangloporter. Now let's head on back to the purple dome, where we will make use of this stuff. So what I need to find, and Lord only knows if I have one, is an empty drawer. And I don't need a huge drawer. I only need a tiny drawer. That drawer right there would work, but I think these will work better, only because they're individuals, and individual drawers are just, well, easier to deal with. So we're going to go, I think, maybe right there. So the third one over. Y'all help me remember that. So we'll pop in here, and come down here. And we should have 1, 2, 3. So it should be that one right there, which has nothing in it. Awesome. So I am going to pull this guy right here. And we're going to pop a logistical transporter here. Where do I want it to go? Yeah, just right there. And we're going to set this guy to private lithium set. So now we see it set here. And we're going to take our configurator, make sure it's set to items. Make sure this guy is set to output, which he is now. And then just make sure this guy is set to output. And this guy is set to input. So let's just verify this. Oh, this is items. So we got output here. And we got to set auto eject to on. And this guy's not getting our stuff. Where's our stuff? Give me my stuff. Why you don't move my stuff? Oh, I bet you money that this drawer is locked. I bet you that's what it is. Because it can't push into a locked drawer. Yeah, buddy. That's exactly what it is. See that little lock right there? So we're going to have to pull out our drawer key. And I think I gave my lock key to Mirrusky, so we'll make a new one real quick. They're easy and cheap. Except for I am going to need one of those. And one of those. There's a lock key. Fantastic. Now if we just go boop, we get the wrong item because there's so many items coming into our system all the time. Give me the right item. That's the wrong item. I don't want that one. Nope. Oh. Nope. Lock. Okay, I'm gonna have to just go get some of the right items. I wonder if we're full on this stuff. Is that why it's not going into the appropriate place? Where's our night slime? Night slime. Ooh, do I not have a spot for night slime? Thought I had a nice spot for night slime. Uh-oh. Did Oblyx forget one? That would be bad. Huh. Oopsie. I do not see night. Is it? You're not night slime. You're elementium, right? Yeah. Well, holy cripes, guys! I didn't put a night slime in there, so we're probably filling up our daggum drawers. I mean, we have a lot of drawers. Let's be fair, but yeah, we have one full. That guy. Everything else is like, whatever. But if I leave that unchecked, it'll go for a long time. And it will eventually fill up, so we don't want to do that. I need to make sure we get a drawer for night slime. I swore I had one. Wondering if I'm just not seeing it. I know we have an inferium drawer, so yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. We most definitely have an inferium drawer. Okay, well, I'll take care of that a little bit. Let's go grab a lithium so we make sure it goes in the right place. Coming over to the great big cube. And I'll pop over here. There's 64. Is this set up right? Right. Yeah, it is input. Auto eject on. Duh. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's input. Input. Auto eject on. Okay, that should take care of it. fly back to the purple dome. Hop over here. Give me good stuff? No. No, 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 no. Lock. So we can just take this lithium dust, pop it in here. Now, why aren't you climbing? Dad nabbit. Am I doing something stupid, or is it acting squirrely like it did over at Mirrusky's? That's the $64 million question. Am I being stupid, or is it being stupid? Lithium, private, output. We'll just set them all to output. Why not? Auto eject is on. Look you. Look you. Spit your bits out. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Only care about that. Huh. Alright, let's make sure it wasn't just a buggy thing with those Entangler porters with this specific pack. We'll pop a dimensional transceiver and go to items, and we're gonna have to make a new one. Make lithium, and we will receive. Then of course we need to give it power. Receive, there we go. And boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we fought with this at Mirrusky's for a while, so I'm wondering if maybe it's just something weird with those things. Oh, what am I doing? Extract, always active. There we go. Now let's go put our other one back on the other side. And I put my configurator away, but that shouldn't be too bad. Just for this, it will be. Oy vey. Break quicker. Oh my goodness. It'd be easier just to get the configurator out. That's redonkulous. Ah! Falling out of the sky. So power, Oblyx mains, receive, items, lithium, send. And insert extract always. Ah, there we go. Send, 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 send. Yay! Let's go ahead and set eject to always. Obviously it wasn't necessary, but want to do it anyway. So what this is going to do is get lithium into our AE2 system. Then we can process. We can use it in processing and crafting. There we go. Nice. We're starting to fill up with the lithiums. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit because we are going to need an ever-loving butt ton of lithium. Because to make these ultimate energy induction cells and ultimate induction providers. Well, let me pull it up on this screen here. It's easier to see. So the cells are fairly straightforward, right? We just dig down into the previous level, but the first level requires lithium. The basic induction cells take lithium. The ultimate providers, same thing. You drill down into the previous versions. The basic ones take lithium. So we're going to need a boatload of lithium. Whether we want it or not, we're going to need it. So it's creeping in pretty quick. We could probably craft a few of these guys. Let's see if we can do one of these guys. Oh, I'm like completely a goofball. Need to do it up here. Craft one cell. Do we have the pieces parts for it? We do. Nice. Craft. This is going to take our machine a minute. It's a lot of gadgets and gizmos it's got to make this happen. Look at this. It fired up a ton of machines over in the red dome. It's making 620 more of these enriched alloys. It's making energy cubes. It's making all tablets. It's doing all kinds of things. And that's just to make one induction cell. One. Singular. We can make a 16 by 16 by 16 cube of these things. Yeah. A lot of crafting. If you want to manually craft these, you know, have at it. Have a good time. Get you a little crafting table together and, you know, you go, boy. But, yeah, not going to happen with me. Autocraft all the way. We're getting close to done. I'm going to go ahead and kick off an ultimate induction provider as well. So let's go back to our crafter and induction, because you do need at least one of each. Now they can be basics, and we do not have enough lithium. We're missing 160 lithium. So we just got to let this climb up. We're still not done crafting that. We're getting very, very close. Finally done with the... Nope, well, it was done with the first round of alloy, and now it's making the second round of alloy. We're up to 140. Need to get over 160. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of lithium. All right. Yeah, we just finished up. With one ultimate induction cell, which will hold 204 billion RF. Billion with a B like Bob. And we're up to 208 lithium. That might be enough to get us a provider. Let's give this a go. We're still 39 lithium short. So we'll let this get up a little higher. All right, let's give this a go again. Provider 1. And we have all the bits we need. So we'll kick that off and let this bad boy get to crafting. And there we go. Done, done, done. And there's our induction provider. Now we're going to do a couple of ports. These guys should be easy. Now let's get on back. Now these providers will output 13 million RF each. So that should be more than enough. I want to make sure that's more than enough to run our base. It is. So even one provider can run our base. And we need to break into this bad boy. And we need to take all these light sources out of here, because they're not part of the multi-structure and they're fouling it. So there you go. Now we can pop these two guys in here. Boop and boop. Oh, that looks just pitiful, doesn't it? Oh, that just looks awful. Big old monster box for those two wee little things. Pop one there. Pop one there. Get the sparkle sparkle, which says, I am ready to start working. However, we want to get this to be a port. And we want an output port. Maybe over here. And we need our configurator. Oops, I'm clicked on the induction matrix. We need our configurator. There we go. So that is output, so we can output to our line there. And this is input. So that would be output, that would be input. So we'll input power there. And for the time being, we're going to leave the base connected as is. Let's get some flux duct and power this bad boy up. So this is our input. So this guy should be getting the powers. And you can see he is cranking. He's basically taken out in everything that the reactor can provide. And you can see it isn't, I mean, the reactor's producing 608 million R, or 680 million RF a tick on average. I'm sorry, good grief, mine's hurting. 680,000 RF a tick. And it has not made a dent in what this thing can hold. And remember, there's one cell inside there, just one, singular, uno. We can put a whole lot more. So I think just for giggles, we got an injection rate of 8. What if we went to 16? So there we go, climbing. Closing in on 1 million RF a tick. There we go. We're at a million and climbing. Heat, who cares? We're producing over 1 million RF a tick. Over 1 million. Not even dented. We're holding 2 billion RF in this cube right now. It hasn't even dented what the cube can do with one cell. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that is mind-blowing. that guy there. And from this point on, he will power our base. And there we go. So our entire base being powered by this cube. So the cube does not interact with anything else other than the cube. All power goes right into the cube or the lasers, which I just broke, but they aren't necessary, so we could actually tear them down if we wanted to. But we'll leave them there for the time being. Hey, we finally registered on the graph. Just unbelievable, right? It's amazing how much power this thing can hold. So it's inputting 1.4 million RF per tick. It can do a maximum of 13 million RF a tick. We're outputting 95,000 RF a tick. That's what our base consumes. We can output 13 million RF a tick. We have one cell, one provider. That's all she wrote. Imagine what's going to happen when we expand this, which we will be doing soon. We're going to fill this 16 by 16 up. That is a goal that I have. It's going to take us a while. So we're currently holding 5.2 billion, 5.3 billion RF. This thing is just a beast, guys. Just a beast. And again, remember, that's all there's in there. That's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. And it's already that beastly. Yeah, it takes some resources to make it, that's for sure. No doubt. I mean, just look at that. And notice when I broke it, it didn't lose any power. Isn't that awesome? I could fill it with basic cells, let them charge up, put all the basic cells in a crafting grid and craft ultimate cells, and it's going to maintain the amount of power the basic cells had. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it doesn't lose power. It's a really good design system in the way it does what it does. But we're going to let this sit here and fill up, and I will probably craft a lot more. We're going to have to craft a lot more lithium to start with. And then once that's up into the whole bunches, and we're still holding true on our drum, we're fine. Producing more lithium than we're needing, that's awesome. Once we've produced enough lithium dust, we're going to produce enough providers and cells to completely fill this bad boy up. And what I'm thinking is one entire row along right here. Remember, this is the bottom, so the casing goes all the way. This is the first empty row. Well, technically there's a provider and a cell in here right now. So I'm thinking all providers right here. The whole row of providers. And then cells the rest of the way up. That is going to be an insane system. So we're going to let that sit there and cook. Look at our beautiful, beautiful numbers. But I am afraid that is all the time I got for today. But I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me as always. And until next time, get out there and make some noise. See ya. For those that hung out all the way to the end of the video, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a treat for being that extra special fan. So, I cranked up this reactor all the way full tilt boogie. You see how that little cube, those cubes on the inside are just going like crazy. So yeah, I've pulled up the injection rate to 98. As high as it'll go. That's it. She's capped. She's sucking in as much fuel as she can suck in. And you will see we're still doing just fine. All the fluids, no problemo. This is why I build a system as big as this with no problem, so that we can produce all the power we could possibly want. And you will see it's producing 9.72 million RF per tick. And climbing slowly now, but it is climbing still. Yeah, we're putting 9 million RF per tick, 9.5 million RF per tick into this thing. And you can barely see the line climb. We're at 75 billion RF already. Mind-boggling. Just mind-boggling. I did start the system crafting another provider, because I wasn't sure if we were going to go over the 12 million cap. Let's see what's already done. Yeah, the providers. Yeah, the 13 million cap is where it caps out at each provider. So realistically, we can get away with 2 providers. You know, everything this guy can produce will fit into 2 ultimate providers. So that's happening as we speak. Hopefully we'll get our other cell here in a second. Oh, looks like it may be done. Yep, it's done. So we'll drop another provider and another cell in here. Now, take a look. We're about halfway full. Not quite, but close. When I drop in here, and note, I'm going to do no rhyme and no reason. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put that there. They don't even have to be touching, but I'm going to touch them. You see, and they're not the same type as even touching. It doesn't matter, which is the awesome part. Pop these back, get the red sparklies. Now notice, it kept that 80 billion RF that I already had. It just added more space. Nice. So if I look at this guy now he can input 26 million RF instead of 13. The max in and max out is 26 million RF per tick. Currently holding 9.3 or 993 billion RF. Billion with a B, mind you. Mind-boggling. But really want to thank you guys for sticking to the end of the video, and I'll catch you next time.